Hello ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name's Kevin and welcome to my channel, The Art of Horror. Today I'll be bringing you some more subscriber requested art, as suggested by subscriber TKM Trotter Draws, who asked if I could draw some of the Doom characters in VR Graffiti. As I love the Doom game so much, I couldn't help but resist. So thank you for this awesome suggestion, TKM Trotter Draws. TKM Trotter Draws has his own YouTube channel and I highly recommend checking it out. I'll provide a link to his channel in the description down below if you guys want to have a look. He has a great natural talent and is really awesome at art, and his channel highlights his journey in learning how to draw. And in the process of this journey he gives other people great tips and hints on how to draw as well. I remember the first time that I saw the game Doom. It was in a storefront window, running on a newly released Pentium computer, which had been previously unheard of. When my friends and I saw this game running in the shop window, we stood there for at least an hour watching the demo version play itself through. I honestly couldn't believe what I was seeing. When I mentioned this to my father, he told me, "Oh yeah, that's Doom. We have that at work and we run it on the work computers quite often." Well, that was it. My dad used to work the night shift from 11 o'clock till 6 AM in the morning. The first Friday night he had night shift, I went with him to work and I played Doom all night at his work. I had finished the campaign, but that's when one of his workmates mentioned there was a multiplayer for it as well, and their computers at his work at the time were networked, which was actually a very rare thing. The next night I went back and we LAN'd Doom all night, and that was actually the first time that I ever LAN'd a game. There was an immediate rivalry and competitiveness that came out in me whilst playing. And it didn't take me long to scrimp and save all my pocket money so I could afford my own Pentium computer, and the first game I bought, of course, was Doom. It was such a treat to have this software back in the safety of my own house, with all the time in the world to play. With everyone else in bed, I would sit up until the wee hours of the morning. Listening to heavy metal and playing Doom, learning all the intricacies of these nightmarish hellscaped maps. It wasn't too long after when Doom 2 was released and I could relive the whole thing once again. And by the time I had Doom 2, it was the first time I'd had a modem as well. There was no real internet that existed as such. I had to ring my local university which I was very lucky at the time. There was nowhere else that you could do this with, and my local university was hooked up through DARPANET, and that was where there were other like-minded people all playing Doom 2 multiplayer online, albeit a very laggy version of, but it still worked with many dropouts. I remember receiving once a $400 phone bill. As ringing back hundreds of times at 20 cents a phone call back in those days ended up costing an absolute fortune. But I didn't care. I was playing Doom online competitively against other players and having a ball in doing so. Little did I know, some 27, 28 years later, I would actually still be playing Doom in various incarnations, from the latest versions of Doom even down to modded versions of the old versions of Doom as well. which lets you look up and down and add extra gore and blood, with hundreds of levels to play through now. When I fire it up and I hear that music, it still brings me back to those days when I originally played it. Carmack and Romero's visions of hell provided the perfect backdrop for jump scares aplenty, which still work to this day. And as a result, even to this day, Doom would have to be my favourite all-time horror game. I created this piece using Kingspray VR. It took around 2 hours, and I enjoyed doing every second of it, as it brought back so many great memories. So much so, I will be firing Doom up after I've finished editing this video, I think. My favourite version of Doom to play now is Brutal Doom, which is a heavily modded version of the original Doom. And has a permanent place on my computer's hard drive. Thank you all so much for watching this video and taking a look back in the nostalgic past with me. If you have any art requests, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below and I'll be happy to have a look at them for you. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit that like button. If you're new to my channel and you'd like to see more videos like this from me, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, this has been Kevin for The Art of Horror. Goodbye for now.